I was traveling down that lonesome road. These past decades the highway has been my home. Stopped into Ariston, off Route 66, south of Winnipeg and north of Texas, with hash browns so burnt and eggs so raw you make an Idahoan cry and hear the chickens squall. In that sticky corner booth with that particular conundrum, do I want the Salisbury steak or do I dare the liver and onion? I ran into something I knew nothing about. I tell you, good buddy, I was knocked right out by Big Butt Billy. Big Butt Billy. Well, how'd they ever get those tiny little britches on? Well, good God Almighty, hell Satan, I've never seen a finer they them than Big Butt Billy. Yeah, setting a fresh cup of joe in front of me was an elfin specimen of the non-binary quantity, saying, "What do you want, sugar, on the top or on the side?" I said, "Oh, hey, Billy, say, what do you like? So fair with blue hair and that septum piercing and a bone structure that I find mighty appealing. What a calipigian angel sweet Jesus has gifted us." I'm using these big words, friends, to tell you that that ass was ridiculous on Big Butt Billy. Big Butt Billy. Well, how'd they ever get those tiny little britches on? Oh, good God Almighty, hell Satan, I've never seen a finer they them than Big Butt Billy. Yeah, they brought me a meal so heavy, so fine, I had to unhitch my wagons and sit a while, contemplate those mysteries of life, while Billy filled my coffee a third dang time and asked if I wanted pie, and I did. Now, some of you might find this kind of inappropriate. I'm here to tell you, shut up and get over it. Beauty is truth, and truth is booty. You gotta be smart. You can't put Besse on a sympathy card. You gotta find it for yourself. And who's bringing me a piece of pie for my health but Big Butt Billy? Well, I'm into what I'm into, but I left pretty quick. I even made sure that I double tipped. You can't tell me that I'm not a perfect gentleman, because I didn't even leave my name or number on a napkin. But every now and then, every so often, I wake up thinking of what might have been, and I say this for posterity, friends, for the record, that what I left behind is the kind of posterior that troubles your mind. I'm talking about the kind of big, bold, brash, bountiful brick doo-doo house that might inspire these hairy-eyed long haulers, or the kind of ocular circumambulations generative of loud and bold pine awoogas, as in the days of yore. I'm referring to the kind of keister that suggests the direct interposition of the hand of God in the anterior matter of this young colt and or filly, for how else could such a voluminous pantaloon buster come to be on this green earth? My word, who let you out of the house carrying that thing around in front of your God and your mama and everybody? And I say, let it be holy, holy, holy enough to sanctify the delicate waggle of the yolk, jelly, and jam. Let it be holy, holy, holy enough to sanctify the burnt toast of every Cisco diner from coast to coast. Let it be holy, holy, holy enough to sanctify the talk about the hay prices amongst the lollygagging old folks. Let it be holy, holy, holy enough to sanctify that the chalice-bearing neophyte shall over-caffeinate us all. Let it be holy, holy, holy enough that the friar shall lay down with the lamb chop, and that righteousness should be the only girdle of our loins. Along these addled highways where my ancient primate brain endlessly seeks out attraction, affection, and dare I say it, friends, love. From Big Butt Billy, Big Butt Billy. Well, how'd they ever get those tiny little britches on? Well, good God Almighty, hell Satan, I've never seen a finer they them than Big Butt Billy. Okay.